So, do you want to be a mage or a fighter? I can show you how to be a shield.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Riders on the Storm. This week is the penultimate episode, so as we all know, this is the episode where absolutely nothing bad happens, setting up for the finale, right? That's how it works, okay? So everyone can relax, no need to worry about anything, all the good things. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out all of the opening links, which are currently being spammed at you by our bot. This includes all of the places you can find us, socialize with us, find our community and socialize with them, places you can support us like Patreon and merch stuff if you want to grab merch, Gen Con coming very soon. If you're wearing my merch, I will be bound to say hello. And also we've got a whole bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount for all sorts of tabletop things, and absolutely not forgetting our sponsors, Blood in the Storm Publishing, and very relevant to this stream, Mage Hand Press, who's present and also wrote the thing that we're playing, the expansion, you know, it's all here. Yes, and as Levi says in chat, everything is good. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. This week, let's start with Milady Saito.
Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and I play Ro, the hell-raising, liquor-slaying gunslinger who has just had about this much of her life right now, and about this much lately of alcohol. So it's been pretty rough. It's been pretty rough. She's going through a dry spell of unfortunates. And that's pretty much it. Then we pass that on.
Yeah, we'll pass that round. But before we do, thank you very much, Geeky Tea Party, for the resub. Kim, let us know where you want your advantage to go, and we will distribute it for you. Talking of advantages, everyone has one advantage today. We all started one advantage, thanks to rollovers from last stream, except for Saito, who has two. So next around the screen, we will bounce down to Mage Hand Press. Justin, oh hi!
Hi, I'm the community director for Mage Hand Press. We make lots of cool stuff for 5e. It's a whole lot of fun. So I'm playing Redacted today, and this person is very interesting because of Redacted, and we're going to find out about all of the Redacted things soon enough.
Not gonna lie, when you first did that, I was like, that's the name?
I've got to say, I'm especially excited for where... And then go through and do the... It's going to be a whole bunch of hype, and absolutely no one will get hurt in the process, mostly. Next around, we welcome Varna1895. Tiana, oh hi!
Hello! I am Tiana. I do a lot of streaming over with Quests and Chaos on twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos, and I got contacted because they were like, hey, you look like a cool person. Why don't you come and play? So here I am, coming and playing the thing. I am currently playing A Girl Has No Name, and we'll find out more about her later.
Yes. We'll find out about her very soon, in fact. Very soon. Last but most certainly not least, hey Mac, you okay?
Hi. Yeah, everything's fine. Hi, I'm Mac, or Mackenzie Laker. I play Jin Harker, a rootin' tootin' shootin' warlock with some more tricks up her sleeve now. Because she took a couple multi-classes, I have a lot of concerns, and the opening to this episode did not alleviate any of them. Hi.
Also, do you want to tell everyone what you did with your Patreon reward?
Oh, yes. Hi, yes. So I am a proud patron of the Scratticus Academy Patreon. I'm at the $5 tier, and so every month I get to cash in my rewards on stream for $5. And you know what a $5 reward gets? It's a disadvantage. And the direct message I sent Scrat was, can I give that disadvantage to myself? I love giving you knives to hurt me with.
So that's why Mackenzie has a disadvantage, okay? Nothing to do with me. She requested this. So we will start our game today rolling across the plains of the west, as we can see a somewhat well-established homestead on the horizon. People familiar with the area will recognize Blank's Pass. But today we're going to follow a particular character into the homestead. We'll be following the girl who has no name.
So I am walking, I think.
Yeah. So, you know, as you're walking, you will see what looks like a horseman. Maybe it's difficult to see them. Gallop away from the homestead and kind of shimmer into nothing. It's like they've had a chameleon spell or invisibility passed on them, or maybe they can change dimensions at will.
Sounds like a fun sort of person. I take note of that and keep walking toward the homestead.
And when you get to the homestead, you may see a slightly tired character. Why don't you introduce yourself, Justin?
Well, my name's Malcolm. I've been running for a while from, death itself. Chased me right out of the travel stop where I found my wife.
You can see Malcolm probably looks quite out of breath. A girl approaches you.
Hello.
Hi there. You have some water? If I could be so kind as that. Yes. I apologize. I've been running.
Sorry, my internet's having some problems. I didn't catch what you said.
I apologize. I know, just asking a stranger for water might come off as, not the most polite thing. I've been running.
You have been running. What have you been running from? Or to, I imagine.
You probably call me crazy, but I'll tell you anyways. Death. I've been running from death.
A physical embodiment of death, or someone chasing you intending to kill you? They're rather different.
Physical, maybe metaphysical embodiment of death.
Interesting. Not necessarily crazy, but interesting. Yes, I have some water. And I passed over my water skin.
I do appreciate it. And I just take a giant drink and hand it back to you. Not drinking all of it.
Cap it up. Put it away.
The town looks familiar, Malcolm, to you since you left. The familiar look of a town that it seems unable to be hurt in any way, but cannot afford to pay its bills. The buildings are looking somewhat, not dilapidated, that's not the right word, they need a lick of paint, and maybe a bit of a repair job, but it looks like people who are not particularly skilled at the labor have been attempting it, it looks like the fields are just about producing enough crop to eat, just very fine line.
So, heading into Blink Pass?
Yes. I've come across the way, just making my way, as it were.
Gotcha. Well, name's Malcolm Chance. I'm actually from here, returning from about that way, 100 miles.
A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Chance.
I didn't catch your name.
I don't have one.
Well, what should I call you?
Whatever you like. I'll answer to pretty much anything. None of them are me, so call me as you like.
Lady work?
Hmm?
Does lady work?
Sure, if you like.
That's what I'll stick with. All right. So, anything you need to know about Blank Pass? I might know a thing or two.
Well, I haven't been there before, so what sort of a place is it? Is it relatively safe for a person traveling alone, or not so much?
Usually, as long as you keep out of the alleys, there is a criminal element, but it certainly is not, well, at least last time I checked, it wasn't running the town. The town was upheld by law when I left. Could have changed, but I don't expect it to have.
How long have you been gone?
We're getting close to about a year now.
A year? A fair amount can change in a year.
True. But I do know a tavern on the way that, assuming not too much has changed, would be a safe place to rest your head at night and get a good meal.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
So, I guess let's head into town.
As the two
Let's
of you
go.
head into town, we'll pan across to our other two players today who have separated away from the campsite. Perhaps we remember the events of last episode, primarily featuring a bit of an argument that occurred. How does this walk, as you travel together still, it seems, towards Blank Pass, how does it go?
Can't imagine it going well, to be honest. And I'm sure that Ro was very neglectant to get on the horse in the beginning. Like, she was pretty upset with the horse and hiding these secrets that she found out. She's like, lucky I need you, or I'd leave you here in the desert. She's talking to the horse.
Can you still talk to the horse? Like, because
No.
it was a cantrip that someone else had, right?
That's mentally she's thinking that hopefully the horse will understand.
And the horse is just, nuzzling against you, being affectionate, being real cute.
What a cute nightmare.
I don't trust it. So of course she gets on and she's gonna be real quiet most of the ride. Are you gonna ask anything?
Nope, because Jin's pretty quiet as well. Because she knows arguing with Ro is like talking to a brick wall at this point.
Really?
But she definitely does make a point to, as she's writing, read the copy of the contract that you hid that she now has a copy of because she went through Hell's customer service. That's a sentence I said.
So she's reading it while we're writing?
She's reading over the new contract, the copy that she has now. She's taking notes on it. Generally pretty silent, not out of spite, just out of I'm working on something here sort of deal.
And did I give you all the details last time? I did, right?
You didn't give me an actual document, but you gave me you said I had the contract, you said what was in it, and then you told me I have a meeting with the devil in 2 days at a tavern.
Yes, that's right.
So Ro's going to occasionally glance over, but normally you've known Ro as being Yeah, she's been quite the hellraiser, but she's actually very loud and obnoxious a bit. I would say that she's loud and obnoxious. But in this ride, she's been quiet and jaded. Like, extremely jaded. And she is going to read some letters that she was supposed to read a long time ago. So I was going to ask you about that information. Scrat. What dirt did I get? I need this.
And can you be more? So what dirt are you hoping for?
What am I hoping for? Because I need for the first letter was details on Jen Harker's whereabouts, backgrounds, and her dealings.
Oh yes, we can give you some of that.
And second letter was in details of who was willing to had any contracts or back-ended connections with the Harkers.
Now that is a very interesting read. Okay, so in comparison, the information on Jin is quite boring. It reads like any criminal going on a spree, you know. On her passage across the west, there's just a string of murders, and then all of a sudden the murders stop, and she appears, and it seems like no one has ever taken out a contract on her or anything like that. No one's tried to collect her bounty. However, when you look into the Harker's dealings, that's when it gets really interesting. Because they have a lot of debts. They have a lot of bounties on their heads. They have all sorts of dealings, mostly due to money-related problems. But there's also a long register, a list of people who have tried to collect some of these debts and bounties, all of whom have met some kind of ill-gotten fate. Heart attack on arriving in Blank's Pass. Gun misfires and shoots backwards. All sorts of crazy stuff. It's like the family is blessed and cursed, because no one will work with them, but no one can make them pay up.
Well, that goes out my idea. She's gonna say it out loud, but she's gonna quickly fold it up, noticing she said that out loud. Kick her paper
I'm
back.
sorry, what'd you say?
Just letters from home. Not that you probably have any. We need to talk about this, maybe. This idea you have.
Oh, well, right now I'm taking Faye's advice. I'm writing down questions. I'm trying to think things through this time.
We need more ideas on canceling the contract. Would you be opposed of a family member being murdered? Look, I'm just brainstorming here. No, just think about it. I'm sure you have like a second cousin or like some type of family relative you don't really like. No one likes them at the family reunion. We just delete them. No one likes him or her. It could be anyone. And that, I'm sure that would break the contract. Except for Victoria. Victoria don't count. I gotta kill her myself.
All right, yeah, sure. You are definitely gonna kill her yourself. Yeah. All right. No, I'd like to try and not have anyone in my family die. That would be the better option.
All right, so I've been brainstorming. I've been thinking, and you can notice like her expression is not as friendly as it used to be, but it's really dark and very, very like cruel. And even in her eyes, it looks really bloodthirsty. And she says, "Well, how about we just kill your husband? If we kill your husband, I'm pretty sure that would also break the contract.
Absolutely not.
Well, I don't see you putting any thoughts forward.
There's one member of my family I can kill without any repercussion. How about that? Does that make you happy?
It really does. Who?
Cool. Great.
Who? Not that I know where they are, or maybe they may be located. But the question is...
You know, it's right in front of your face.
What? You? Oh my god. You can't be related to yourself? That's not how it works. I mean, yes, you're related to yourself and like a... Why do you want to die for your family? And you think that's kind of still... She's like, you know what? I ain't gonna argue with this. I hadn't had enough time or enough to drink at all in feels like 72 hours. I ain't gonna argue with this. If you're on a suicide mission, then that's on your Discord. But let me tell you something. If it were me, and there was a someone trying that hard to protect me or save me, I sure the hell wouldn't throw my life away, because that sounds like you're just pissing his whole plan away. But that's none of my business. And she's like, moves a little ahead of you.
I wanted to, I just said that's an option. It's the best.
Well, just keeps riding.
What you want, you get what you want, the world doesn't end, I get what I want, my family says safe, it's fine.
To be honest, I'd be willing to spill anyone's blood. So at this point in time, I really don't care who dies. I just think it's mighty stupid to be throwing your own self up on the pillar to... If we have time to think this through, why rush into death?
I'm thinking, trust me.
Well, maybe you should think a little harder.
Looks down at the pile of notes and just goes, I'm trying.
Yeah, the notes, no matter what way you look at them, essentially, if you want Malcolm and your family to remain safe, you need to kill Death.
Yep. Unfortunately, a straightforward contract time.
Lawful evil, it's a bitch, right?
It has, I don't know if I want to actually say what Jen's thinking, but yes, just his thoughts. They're not good thoughts. She knows if it comes down between choosing between her family and Malcolm, she knows what she's choosing.
It's your family, isn't it? Guess we'll wait for the surprise. So she's gonna just ride out. Like I said, you'll notice that she seems pretty extra jaded and quiet and just really bloodthirsty lately. And we were talking like it happened not too long after hearing the information. So we're talking like, hasn't been joking, hasn't been, none of that.
This will continue for over a day as you ride towards Blank Pass, and soon you can see it over the horizon.
That sounds like a really awkward ride.
Oh, it is. It is 100% the most awkward travel.
You know, I'm that sort of DM as well that I'd love to roleplay it for like half an hour, but we shouldn't. You know,
no.
That'd just be my own personal pleasure. That's not good content.
We'd love to do it too, but like we shouldn't.
I agree.
I want to have that extra piece of pie, but no, I shouldn't.
I am that person that enjoys awkward elevator rides. It's great. If you want to ensure an awkward elevator ride, make eye contact.
We've gone over.
And then say nothing.
Or turn around. Turn around and face the wall while you're in the elevator. Just keep facing the wall. They don't understand.
Anyway, Scratticus is going to be at Gen Con. You're gonna love to meet them.
He is actually a pleasure to be around.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, that's not awkward. That's genuinely nice. Move on quickly.
And he made it awkward, but was genuinely nice.
Okay. Heading into Blank's Pass. Yeah, sure. You're there. You guys are there.
So this is your family, right?
Well, they're around here somewhere. Does
Looks
it look
like
from when I remember leaving? Or from what I remember, full stop.
Well, let's see. When you were there, the place was kind of shot up. There were some buildings burnt up, right? Which is why you went for the whole thing. All the buildings look great. They look like, not damaged at all. But wait, when you look closer, actually, they don't look in the best repair. They just look kind of a little run down. And you can see, like, you can see crops around the outside of the town, right? You can see farmland. But at least half of it, the soil is just blackened. So there's not really enough to trade with. There might be just about enough there to keep the village of this size going. But it's going to be meager.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is exactly what I expected for a name called Blank Pass. And you notice it's the first time she said it right.
Yeah. I mean, well, it wasn't the greatest place to grow up, but it was a place. It's home.
I ain't the first person to be judging on people's areas of raising, but I will say that for someone who's in desperate need to save in this place, I think it's time to just burn it to the ground and try again.
There are a bunch of people here who don't deserve that.
Well, I didn't say the people. Now, if we're talking the people, we can just put them down just as easily. Don't need to burn them. That's slow torture.
Again, I really want to avoid murder. I really want to avoid that if possible.
She turns to you with like a serious dead look. Sometimes someone's gotta die. It's just the way it is with the world. So where's the mail? Like, where's your post office?
The post office looks surprisingly well established.
Up, you go down, make a left. If I remember correctly. Jen's gonna pull down the hat a little bit further down her head. Just a little bit like, no. Keep that brim down.
Is there something you're worried about seeing? Is there a family member you worried about seeing? Because I tell you, that's the first one we can shoot down.
No, we're not shooting my family.
You'll. You know what? I have faith that you will come around to the idea. Where am I supposed to meet up with you?
Okay, quick question. The tavern that the devil mentioned, Lonely Flagon, is that in Blank Pass?
Oh, yes.
That's what I figured.
Happens to be the tavern that a girl has no name and Malcolm just headed to. Or lady, if you prefer.
Meet me at the Lonely Flagon. Big old tavern, you'll love it. I'm gonna check on home, I guess. I'll be there soon.
Okay. If just in case I beat you, because the person I'm sending a letter to, I doubt that he will or she will respond back quickly. Where is your family's home? Not that you know what? It's okay. You know what? I think that I could figure that out myself for no reason.
Yeah, I think you could figure it out too. It's the biggest house here.
What the? You're rich?
Yeah, I've mentioned the Harker estate at least twice when we were traveling.
Yeah, but a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people say they're rich, but people are nomadic aren't actually rich. It's just like one of those things you throw around to make yourself look better in a conversation.
Now you're looking at the heiress of the Harker estate.
So why don't you want them to die?
Because they're
It's
my
a
favorite.
crime.
Care about them.
Right. That thing. All right. Well, I'll see you in your fancy estate with your fancy butlers and such, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally.
Great. So she's gonna head straight to the post office.
I'm gonna go home.
Which one?
Well, the one I remember, unfortunately. I don't remember the location of the other one that I probably care more about.
You start heading up the hill towards the mansion. The mansion looks real rundown. Shutters hanging off the windows. Hasn't been painted in what looks like since you left. How would you go about this? Knock at the door, let yourself in?
Well, if I have my horse, well, if I have a horse, I'd probably try and find the old stables and put her in there. Stable her up. I don't know how to horse.
Yeah. The stable is more run down than the one where you found the shit demon.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm sorry.
That sentence.
Tiana's face was everything there.
You were waiting for that.
It was the shitamental.
Yeah. And the funny thing
And I
is,
feel like I've wandered into the Dark Tower series.
we're not kidding. It was.
No, you're not. I know you're not. That's the best part.
This series has been such a time.
The stable is in worse condition than that abandoned one.
With the shit. Oh well, okay. Well, if it's worse than the shit, then it's pretty bad. All right. I'll just grab the horse and knock on the front door. If it's unlocked, just walk inside.
Yeah, you can enter in, and coming down the large staircase is the father you recognize as your father.
Well, hi. Hi. Back. Hey, Pop.
Is that you?
Unfortunately, yeah.
We thought you died.
No, I just left.
Things haven't been the same since you're gone.
Yeah, I saw the place is pretty beat up.
You better come inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's everyone else?
Depends who you mean. Your mother's
Well-
been sick for the longest time.
Clarence and Jules holding up. I mean, I know Jules is never good at fixing things, which might explain the whole place, but I hope they're all right.
They left.
Where'd
Looking
they go?
for... No one here will do work with us anymore, Jin. No one. It's like we're got some kind of curse hanging over us. No matter what we do, our deals go south. We ain't got nothing to trade. They went traveling to see if they could find some new trade routes, people who haven't heard of us yet.
What exactly are you trading?
Not a lot these days.
Yeah. Can I go see Ma?
Sure thing.
I miss you.
I missed you too.
shoulder. It's not a hug. It's not a hug. But it's a sort of shoulder pat. Unless he tries to hug, Jin's not gonna hug.
When you come close, I think he will move to hug.
Oh. Then Jin very awkwardly reciprocates.
He squeezes you. It doesn't matter how awkward you are, this is the most wholesome hug you're receiving right now. Guy's missed you.
Jin wishes she could say the same. She hugs him back. How's Maj? What's she sick with?
And only the devil knows. Like,
Eric in town, nothing?
no one knows what's up.
Right.
It's like she's got pneumonia or something like that, bedridden. Just about awake. No one knows what's wrong with her or what's keeping her alive.
Right. There's a half squeeze. Hug. She goes.
And as you head upstairs, why don't we pan across to that tavern where Malcolm and the lady arrive inside.
What was it called again? The Laughing Flagon?
The lonely.
Flagon.
Oh, Lonely Flagon. Okay. Well,
Lonely Flagon. Okay.
here it is, the Lonely Flagon. You know, like I don't know, town looks quite a bit beat up since last I came around. Should be safe enough. I need to stop by my in-laws' place and give them an update to some news I found out west.
What sort of news, if I may ask?
My wife's alive.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. No, it's good she's alive. It's good I found her, just she's in a rough spot.
Yeah. This
Hoping,
is a rough land.
It is, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do something about that soon.
That's fair.
It's been a hard year.
Wait here. I mean, thank you for showing me the tavern.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, if you want to come, you can come. But yeah, I mean, I definitely need to get up there.
Would you like the company?
Yeah, I've been traveling alone for a while. Wouldn't mind it.
Then let's go.
Okay. And I'll head to the Harker estate.
Lead the way.
As you walk back out of the Lonely Flagon towards the estate, we'll just hang on the bartender for just a moment, who turns around with a broad grin. Middle-aged man, greying hair, wrinkles. A devilish smile. We'll pan over quickly to Row in the post office. I say quickly, but this is the post office, so as with all things, it might be a quick stop in the post office. You know, I'll just pop in.
Oh no!
Oh no, it's right. Oh no, it's right.
The other enemy of this campaign. It's the devil in the post office.
Oh god. So she's gonna walk in. Does it look as tidy as the last one?
It looks like the same shop, but in a different place. Like, you know, like how when you've got a chain of stores that have a map that you have to follow, and like they all look exactly the same. That's what this is like. This post office is laid out in exactly the same way, even to the fact that you'd be willing to bet the bollards are within a millimeter of their official placement.
Is there anyone at the counter?
Do you know, actually, there's not many people in this town, so there's not that much of a queue. There is a counter open, just one. Behind it, a elderly woman sits with glasses on the end of her nose.
I need to send a letter. Just one letter. How quick can you send it? And I swear to whatever deity that you praise to that I will put a bullet through this glass if you make me go through all the trouble that your twin in travel stop may have done.
Oh, I don't have a twin, thank you.
That's even better, because I hope it's the same person. I mean, so I got a letter. Just gonna pass the letter.
Okay, where would you like it sent?
She looks around for a minute, and then she's like, it has it on the top of the letter. You know, like normal people do. They address it first.
Okay,
Don't read it out loud.
You haven't stated which plane.
I don't know what plane he guides on. I'm sure you know what plane he guides on because I sure you are part of his following for sure.
So, and if she was to read the address, what is it that she would read? We won't, you know, no one needs to know.
No, you're good. No, you're good, you're good. It says, to DDL, or Lucifer, or the devil, or located in hell, or whatever you want to call it.
I just can't send this. You've got 5 different names. You've only said in hell. Well, there's at least 9 hells on the material plane, let alone other planes. This letter will just go to a sorting office and won't get anywhere.
Isn't there a way you can get it to him? She's gonna pull her gun up. Any way I can convince you. If you want me to shoot a random passer in here, I will shoot them dead if you will just pass that damn letter on.
Look, I'm not sure what you're implying, but I am bound by the rules of this establishment, and they state that I need a formal address to send letters to. Now, I tell you what.
Just scratch off everything else and put hell, for all I care. Hell if I care!
You want, but you see, that's the problem. Hell is a rather large place. It could just end up to any mortal soul who's, you know, found their way into the pits of abomination. Look, I'll tell you what.
What will you tell me?
I'm thinking.
Think a little faster.
Why don't we send it to his customer services department? Hmm?
No.
Is this...
No.
What's in the letter? Is it a complaint? Is it a request for services?
It's a deal.
Oh, a request for a deal. Okay, well, we can send that to the sales department.
No, give me it back. I don't trust other people with it. Just give it back.
The sales department really are very good. It's actually one of the better departments to work with. Because, you know, they often want to make sales. They do work on commission. In fact, only commission.
That's great. And you know what? Who doesn't like commission nowadays? I think commission is a great thing. Now give me a damn letter.
By all means, she slides it back under the glass.
She takes it and she scrumbles it up. And then she's like, can you send this one? And this one just says to Madame Victoria in Woodsboro.
Madame Victoria Woodsboro, I imagine you've got the establishment name on there and everything. You know this address, so you'd give the full address. And this now this is much better. This is a letter that I can send. Now, would you like it sent by express delivery, normal second class delivery?
Actually, you can send it however you want, because it doesn't matter how fast that gets there, as long as it gets there.
Would you like it recorded delivery?
Recorded delivery? What kind of... Oh, you want the signature on it? No.
No, you don't want them to have to sign for it? Okay, now, does it contain anything of value? We have good deals on insurance at the moment, if you would like to insure the letter.
No. It has no value at all. Just my soul.
We don't give insurance for souls. But if you are looking to part with a soul, maybe we can interest you in one of our new post office credit cards.
Old woman. I really ain't in the mood for jokes right now.
Oh, no, it's not a joke. We've got 13% APR, 2,500 gold limit, and you can pay anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Let me tell you something. Right now, I'm thinking about how I'm gonna kill the devil. But you're gonna be the first one on my list if you ask me another goddamn question.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions? She pulls up both her guns. She pulls them back.
I do, in fact.
Oh, that is just tragic. Who's gonna send my damn letter?
Will you be paying by cash or card?
Oh, for the love of God, cash! She puts one of the guns away, but still keeps one out, just in case a stupid question comes up.
That'd be 12 silvers and 2 coppers.
She will put that down.
Do you have that in exact change?
I think I should, actually. From the last time I've dealt with this woman, I had to break up my change. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we stand Mildred. We love her.
I'm sorry,
I can
Saito,
see
but
why.
Jesus isn't in that post office.
Oh, there's no lie in there. There ain't no lawful good deity in this post office, let me tell you.
I think it's very lawful.
I mean, calling him often enough, he might.
I said lawful good deity. I said...
Calling him often enough, he might show up. Who knows?
Like Beetlejuice.
Well, that all seems in order. Now, would you like a receipt?
No. Any other questions?
Yes, I do, in fact.
That's too
We
bad.
have a new customer service survey. Would you be willing to fill it out?
Yes.
It's just a short amount of questions. It should take about 5 minutes of your time, and if you're happy with the service, it's good to know. If not, we can look to make improvements.
Put that letter up, and why don't you give that to me directly?
By all means. And she passes you a customer service form under the glass.
No. I would like for you to bring it to me personally.
It's right there under the glass.
No, I think that you should bring it to me personally.
I'm really bound to stay behind my station at all times. We carry a distinct amount of money back here, you know. I heard about one of our other post offices over in a place called Travel Stop that was burgled in an exact scenario just like this.
Really? You probably deserved it. I mean, she probably deserved it. Well, in that case, I don't want to do your survey. She takes the survey, rips it up, and she's like, but don't worry. I'll be back. She walks away.
And
Slams the door.
Wow.
we just see as you're leaving. We didn't ask her name. It's not Mildred, but it is another post office attendee. She puts a stamp on the letter for sending, and you can see at the bottom it says lowest priority. Any speed you like, you said.
Nope. Ro is, as long as it gets there, Ro doesn't care.
And
It'd be better if it gets there late, actually.
pops it in the postal bin.
Basically, all the letter is saying is, "Dear Victoria, sorry it was such much of a hassle. I have to kill the devil. It's a good thing, it's a good thing I was always thought of as a monster, because this could be the biggest problem I've ever had to deal with in my life. I just want to say, sorry you had to deal with such a monster in your life. And I hope you have a wonderful marriage with your significant other. Also, don't listen to anyone named Terrence. If you see someone named Terrence or has a name of Terrence, shoot him dead. Your, as always, love, Rosie Marie Hart, aka P.S. Like you said, some girls are never meant to be house cats. They're always meant to be cougars. Keeping the killing game alive." And she just walks away. So, like I said, she's okay with it getting there late. In fact, it'd be better if it gets there late.
By all means, yeah.
So she just walks away. She'd be like, fancy house, lots of money. Do I see it?
Oh yeah, you can't miss it. You can see it a little way, and down the road you can see a familiar figure and a lady walking towards it.
Grabs the reins of the horse. Look, we ain't parting yet, so I'm gonna need you to listen for a little bit longer. We need to beat them there. And she's gonna get up on the horse, and she's gonna rush off.
Malcolm and the girl who has no name, you see a horse charge past you going towards the the estate.
And she's not trying to hide herself at all. She's like,
Oh, that one's in rather a rush.
Yeah, what I think I actually recognize her from Travel Stop. Let's go quickly.
All right.
And Malcolm's gonna immediately take off.
She has no idea what in the heck's going on, but she's gonna try. She's gonna keep up with him.
do I get there first?
You're a monk, so you probably beat me there.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think the mounted person will get there first. But this will just stagger the order which we arrive at the mansion as Jin visits her mother.
Yeah, my dying mom. This is fine. Yeah, I'll follow my dad.
Your eternally dying mother.
I know. Don't rub this in.
Yeah. Bedridden.
Forever.
Some sort of plague seems to have taken her. You can hear her breath coming through hoarsely.
She awake?
Sort of.
Huh?
She sort of coughs and looks at you, and her hand comes up.
Ma, it's me. It's Jin.
Hear a sort of wheeze.
Can you hear me? Can you talk?
I talk to her every day. I believe she can understand us.
Can she respond?
And sometimes she smiles.
Looks like we got a new friend!
How long she been like this?
Must be 9 months now.
So ever since I left?
And you left a little while after that. A little while before that, Jin. It was about 3 months after Malcolm left.
You talking with him?
We got a little closer after, well, we thought you were dead, but Malcolm was determined to find you.
I'm sorry.
You're home now, little girl. Don't worry about it.
This time Jin's gonna hug her dad for real.
When you, like, hug him, you can feel that he's not as strong as he looks. His shirt is quite loose on him. Seems like someone might have been skipping meals.
You alright?
Oh, we make through.
This isn't making through. This is barely living.
Sometimes times are tough, but when the tough gets up, the going gets rough, or something like that.
Right. Right. Where's Malcolm?
He was, to be clear, Malcolm, you left like a year ago, right? Searching for Jin?
Yeah, I left a couple weeks after she did, probably. Month tops after she did. And this is my first time coming back.
I haven't seen Malcolm for the longest time. Say we grew a little close after you left, but only for a matter of weeks before he was determined to go find you.
What made him believe I was alive?
He just said he'd had some sort of altercation with some kind of deity. I didn't believe it myself.
Right. Well, I'm glad I'm home.
And at this point, Ro, you can be arriving at the mansion. There's a loud knocking downstairs.
Oh yeah, just she rushes off that horse and she looks at the door. She's like, "You park yourself right here in front of this door. You don't move. Someone tells you to move, you don't move. Okay, stay right here." Bangs on the door.
As you like go to bang on the door, it like brushes your hand, looking for like apples or whatever.
Have anything to give you? Digs in her pocket. Does she have anything? I don't think she does.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't. She don't have anything to give. She's like, you be a good horse, and maybe I'll pick you up some like demonic apple, okay? Because that's what you are. I know. I'm on to you. Once we get this, we'll go straight to the demonic apple shop, and we'll pick you up a demonic apple, okay? Gunslinger's honor. Once we find one, it probably doesn't exist. So, you're gonna be a good horse? Good to hear. Bangs on the door. Hey, is anyone in there? Got an emergency!
I'll go get it.
No, it's fine. I think I know that voice. That's a traveling friend of mine I met on the way back.
Is the door locked? Ro is not a classy person.
It was locked, no.
She'll be like, "Oh, good, thanks for leaving it unlocked. Never mind." I'll just.
Yeah, I'll take care of it, Pop. Just stay with Mom. I'm gonna go downstairs and throw.
She's gonna open the door, shut the door real quickly, start locking. You really should know. I'm glad she knew I was coming. Finds its nearest door, or the chair's gonna put it up against the door. We got problems. Some serious problems coming quickly.
What do you mean?
And I think with the door knocking and everything, it wouldn't be long until Malcolm and the lady arrive.
Yep. I was hoping this would be the when he announces himself to get in.
Oh, we've lost ourselves a Tiana, I think.
Oh,
We lost.
Uh-oh.
The girl's no name. Oh no.
Hopefully they'll be back shortly.
Mhm.
It
Right.
looked like they were responding to my I sent a DM in Zoom, so this could be a hopefully they'll be back very shortly.
All right.
and this was when Malcolm realized that she was only an illusion.
So, problem.
I immediately push past Ro and just grab Jen.
The door's locked.
Yeah.
Ro locked the door.
Oh, the door closed. Okay.
Yeah, the door's
misunderstood.
closed. It's locked. There's a chair.
Oh no! In that case, I'm banging on the door now.
That's the problem. Right there. It came right on time. That is that guy that you won't let me kill. Or,
There's a lot of people I'm trying to stop you from killing right now.
yeah, the one that's persistent, the one that made the deal, and did all the work, that's probably not going to be too happy about you trying to kill yourself. She says this blatantly loud.
I'm not trying. I'm just saying it's an option.
Look, you didn't give me any other options, so I'm just saying, if this is the plan, then we probably shouldn't let the person behind this door find out, because I'm sure that they're not going to let this happen.
Yeah, all right. Well, we won't tell him. I don't even know if I can technically talk to him.
What do you want me to do about it? I locked the door. I locked the door. What are you gonna do? I put a chair in front of it.
All right. We're not.
Go hide in the closet. I'll tell them that you aren't home. That's what they'll do.
If you're here, I'm certain he can.
No. I tell him you died. I'll tell him I rushed over here to tell your family that you'd passed. You'll never know. I am quite. And you're gonna die anyways. That's your plan, right? So what is?
Yeah.
Pull the band-aid now, right? Get in the closet. Get in the closet.
Really, we haven't been quiet, so I'm 90% certain Malcolm heard everything through the door.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
Well, new plan. We need to learn how to talk quieter. Obviously.
I need to learn how to talk quieter.
Can you just open the door?
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Why does everyone have to repeat things when they can't hear? No, the answer is no, we're not. If the door is locked, it's probably locked for a reason. The good thing we know he ain't a mage, because he probably would have unlocked the door already. Joke's on him.
Oh, he's a mage.
Oh, well, then.
That kind of mage.
Oh, then see?
I'm gonna kick the chair away and open the door.
That was it.
As soon as the door's open, arms around, lifting up, twirling.
Hi.
Well, that wasn't the reception I was expecting after saw you last.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. I'm gonna have to just let you guys do whatever you need to do. Is your mother and father upstairs? Family members I can meet?
Yeah, they're otherwise occupied at the moment. Wouldn't recommend it.
What are they occupied with?
Could you put me down, please?
Yeah. And he takes an awkward 3 steps back. Oh.
Jin just sort of looks at Malcolm and then holds up the bottle that hasn't been drunken yet and then pops it back in her breast pocket.
Oh, you still deciding then?
I made my choice. I just don't want collateral damage.
Have you seen the state of this house? Your deal was collateral damage.
I know. I just got here. It's a lot.
I'm not trying to be cruel, but
What? What do you mean the deal was collateral damage?
she made a deal that everyone would stay alive.
Uh-huh.
Never once was it mentioned in that deal that the state in which people would live.
Yeah, we already went over that.
I get it. I'm
So you're saying someone's wounded upstairs?
Don't you dare.
Look, I'm just trying to make things peaceful.
Well, you can't right now because they're technically protected under the deal. You try that, you're gonna die. I have to break it myself.
So you shoot her. Or
No,
him.
I'm not shooting my own parents.
Oh, it's both of them. That's even easier. Then the other one's not sad about the other one being gone. And they can't be mad at you for the other one being dead. So you're shooting one. You just shoot them both. And then they can't be mad at you.
Jen, can I point out something that hasn't been discussed?
Yeah, sure, by all means. Make this
You-
worse.
Maybe better. You said that you can't drink that because it'll break the deal. You just mentioned to her that you want to break the deal. You don't have to hurt anybody.
Breaking the deal means you die. What part of that I'll get through your head? I don't want you to die.
Wait, were you supposed to say that?
Well, it's said now.
I mean,
Snooze back.
do you have that in writing?
Yeah, I do, unfortunately.
And you've authenticated as the original?
Yeah.
And she is not a necromancer. I already asked her. There was many possibilities in the outcome of this if she had been.
Who's your friend?
Oh, hello.
Well, she doesn't have a name, so I call her Lady, but met her just outside Blank Pass. She is traveling, and as I had just escaped death, he vanished for, I don't know, but I got away. She was there. And I was taking her to a tavern, and I saw this one, and I knew where I had to go.
Right.
What?
Well, nice to meet you, miss. Sorry you're got dragged into a bit of a mess.
I go where I need to go. I didn't catch your names.
I'm Jen Parker. This is unfortunately my home.
I mean, it does
Well-
Pleasure, Miss Harker.
It's your family home. But
needs some work. It's true.
I'm
Yeah,
not
but
even
the bones are solid.
Well, I'm not sure even what the state of our place is. Haven't been back yet.
You gotta share a place?
Well, that's what happens when you get married, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
So
a
I'm told, yes.
disgusting word. Ugh.
All right, so everyone above the age of 8.
I'm well above the age of 8, thank you.
Oh, I was referring to the marriage is a disgusting word, comment.
It is a disgusting word. It's a joke of a
despite
sentence, a
everything,
death sentence is what it is.
smile at that joke. Oh man. Despite everything, he grinned a little.
Well, it's good to see I can still put a smile on your face.
How long? I like that joke. Like that one? You'll notice, like, the last time you've seen Ro, like, she was pretty jaded last time, but now she just seems, like, just really cold and callous.
So is this what you like when you don't drink?
I haven't had a drink in quite some time, and you are absolutely right. I have a tendency of being a little bit under the feather, I guess. I like to spout truth, and that's all it is. Truth is the death sentence, and we're just trying to fix something. And you are in the way. That's what you are.
Okay, so I'm in the way. How am I in the way?
Because you are a embodiment of what's going to keep her from doing what she needs to do.
Jen, I just kind of ignore and just turn to Jen. Jen, do you want to see where you live?
No, you don't. You don't want to see that because it's going to give you more attachments.
Quick question, DM. So meeting with the devil, that was 2 days. Is this the second day?
This is the second day. It would be
tonight.
this afternoon. Tonight, yep. Office hours, obviously.
Oh, obviously. I hope you know, as a college student, that phrase just makes me in.
As a freelancer, that word means nothing to me.
As a person with no time zone, me either, but it means something to him.
How about later tonight? I have to talk with someone. I'm going to the Lonely Flagon.
That's where I just came from.
Paying hold on Hans a visit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll come along.
Yeah.
We just talked about this. It's not a good idea for him to be around you. I can be the first one to tell you, the more attention you give this situation, the worse it's going to be on yourself. I will vouch for this problem. Okay?
Alright, I'm telling this just to make everyone stop. I've made up my mind. I know what I'm doing. Let me just say bye to my parents and we'll go. Alright? Stop trying to make my choices for me.
I've never tried to do that, and you know that.
And I'm going upstairs.
I've never tried to do that, and you know that. Why are you here? That's what you're doing.
Well,
sway your
I was told to come home,
and
then I was chased out of town by death.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I'm here?
I have no idea. You didn't have to rush over here.
Well, I understand that you don't understand basic human emotions.
I understand them very deeply, unfortunately. And that's the problem, is you don't understand them.
Okay.
You think that being around here is going to help Jen figure out what the problem is? No, this is selfish. You're trying to make yourself feel better because you want to be around her. But if she makes this choice to kill herself, then you are going...
Excuse me?
Kill herself?
Well, I thought you said you heard through the door.
I heard about 60%.
You a liar too. You a damn liar. How are we gonna trust anything about you? And here, this is exactly what I was talking about. You know, I have met men like you. I have met women like you. You saute around, catching people's hearts, making them feel like they're special, and then you turn around and you stab them in the back. Well, guess what? I put many people like you in the ground before they can even snap their head back. So you better watch your next move.
Well, if you kill me, then she won't have to kill herself, so do it.
I can't do it, unfortunately. I read... she pulls out a piece of paper, and it's like... million miles long. She's like, I've seen the consequences, in written literature. She does not know about this, but there is many ways that I need to figure out and decipher what I can do to murder one of her family members and get away with it. There's been many ways of it backfiring. And she folds it back up and she sticks it back in her pocket. That's none of her concern.
Thing.
Killing people, what? What? So we good here? You and your lady friend?
I'll see y'all at the tavern.
You know how much I so badly want a drink. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's like everything that's been running through my mind. I will bring her to the tavern. How about, where is the tavern? She's like, I don't even need any of this. I will see you guys at the tavern. If you want to cause more scars, that's on you. Okay?
Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm about to head to the tavern. Bro, I can't stand you, but I am sorry that someone hurt you as bad as they did. You are broken inside, and it's someone else's fault. I'm sorry about that. And I just leave.
That man makes me so mad because he has some weird vision of life that I don't understand how he got so old and no one has not smacked the fairy tale of what he sees out of his head yet.
Could not begin to tell you. I only just met the man.
Well, don't worry, it gets worse from here. Next time we spouting off loves.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna go get me a drink. I don't know if you need a drink. I need a drink. So you can wait here if you want for my friend to come down whenever that's gonna happen. But as much as I hate that man, he is probably going to the only place that I want to be in this town.
I think I'll join you. A drink sounds like an excellent idea.
Let us be off.
Tee-hee.
Where's going?
Well, why don't we pan upstairs then to the gin?
Right. Sorry about that. Sorry if that was loud. Couple friends. Malcolm's back.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, couple new friends, couple old friends. We're gonna go down to the Lonely Flag, and I just wanted to say bye before I left.
Okay.
Give him a big hug.
Are you gonna be staying around?
Yeah.
He smiles at that.
I don't know if I should roll a deception or not.
Oh.
I have to be honest. As a player, I have to be honest.
Do you? That's the question.
She'd like to. Whether or not she will is in the air. And she knows that.
Valid.
Thanks for everything.
I'm sorry, I didn't believe Malcolm. I wish we'd been out there looking for you too. This is the darndest thing. As soon as we thought you died thanks to that gang, they cleared right out. Or, well, some of them, a lot of them. We found a whole lot of bodies. There must have been some kind of vigilante came through and cleaned right on up. Killed most of them, if not all. Must have been a. It looked like a whole, like a whole firing squad had been through there. Couldn't have been one person. Too many bullet holes.
Yeah, I've got a lot of explaining to do. When I come back, I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
Alright?
Alright, well. See you later on then, Jin. You look so happy. So happy that you're back.
I know. Tell Mom when she's feeling more awake that I said bye.
I'll like I said, I speak to her all the time. I'll speak to her.
Okay. So it might happen I leave. And
Sure.
I go to the tavern.
Which is where everyone else went, right?
Yep.
Different person behind the bar this time.
I need an apple.
There is a little goblin behind the bar, who stands on a stool and says, "Apple. You want an apple?"
Well, I don't want an apple. My horse wants an apple, and I'm telling you what, if you don't give this poor horse an apple, it might come in here and stomp you out itself.
You don't need to be rude. I can get you an apple.
We'll make you do with it. Well, move.
Going to drink first, or
I just need to get this damn horse an apple first, and then I'll worry about that in a minute.
all right.
Hey, do I look like I'm on edge?
You look very on edge. You look like you're about to kill everyone. I know
Oh,
that
that
look. Looks like my dad.
That would be the best outcome of today I have been praying for. If everyone just gets murdered. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So until then, give me a goddamn apple so I can give it to this goddamn horse. Before it comes in and stomps you out myself. Or maybe I'll just beat it to its purpose.
All right, no need to be rude. Like, hops off the stool, and heads through there's saloon-style doors leading to the kitchen. You can hear a clipped speech in Goblin. You know, Hagak du Nilando, all that sort of thing.
Oh, I speak Goblin. What's he saying? He better watch his mouth.
He's saying someone wants an apple.
Oh.
Oh, Sunday in his comments.
And someone else says, an apple? Yeah, an apple. So he comes back out with an apple. Will this be alright? It's a cooking apple.
No. Hopefully. And now I'm gonna need me a drink. So I need the strongest drink you can get me as quickly as your little goblin legs can work. And she leans in and she speaks in Goblish and she's like, don't try anything funny. Do you hear me?
Look, we run an honest business here, alright? I'll get
It's
you
on-
a tequila, alright? Is that okay?
No. I really badly want some whiskey. Don't ask why, just I'm partial to it. I need to give this apple to my friend outside. You're gonna get me a whiskey.
While
You
you're
don't straight. I'll
handling
get you a whiskey. I'm getting you a whiskey right now. Blimey.
And you're gonna get my friend a whiskey too.
All right, what? All 3 whiskeys? Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey.
Sure, and I've got this round.
Right.
New best friend. Takes the apple. I'll be right back. I'm gonna feed my demon horse.
Somehow I feel like you're being literal.
Take it as you will. Walks outside, shows the apple to the horse. How does the horse react?
Yeah, the horse sort of like sniffs at it and then starts, eating it. Very happy, in fact.
Well, it's just good devil horse, demon horse. Don't be reporting anything back. You ain't gonna get any more of these apples that you currently have in your mouth that I'm not gonna try to take back. Because I am not.
Just chomping away on the apple. Looks very happy, as horses go. This round was 3 silvers.
Got it.
And lines them up on the bar for you.
Wait for her to come back, I suppose, before I drink.
I don't.
You go right ahead.
Sure. DC 15 Constitution save, please. Oh, that's about the way of it. 2 levels of drunkenness.
Seems about right for the situation right now for you.
Yeah. Pleasant buzz fills your head, and then your passive perception drops by 5.
Mm-hmm.
So Ro will step in. She's like, you and wait for a couple minutes for me to feed my demon horse.
Nope.
I can respect that. Takes a drink. To the reality of life that you're gonna find out sooner enough. Keep drinking that fast.
Cheers to that.
2 more DC 15 Constitution saves, please.
Alright.
Not so great.
Yeah, 2 levels for you as well.
I don't know how to do this. I'm sorry.
That's okay. On your character sheet, if you go over to the left next to your stats, you should see a saving throws block. All you've got to do is click on Constitution.
No, I know. I know what that is. I don't know how to roll in this system.
It does all the rolling for you. You should just click on it. It does everything for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes away all the
Ooh.
maths. I've managed to learn whole new systems without actually learning what the system is. It's great, and it likes you too. You only take one level of drunkenness, which means your passive perception does not drop by 5, and instead you just get a pleasant buzz that fills your head.
Cheers to that.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, fancy man, what are you gonna do? Just drink in the bar? I'm sure you're gonna be coming back here pretty soon. I'm sure you're thinking of all the fancy words to tell her.
Look, I just spent a year searching for my wife. Come to finally find her. Death runs me out of town. I get back home. Jen's here. And she's talking about killing herself. I'm not
Offered to kill someone else, but she wouldn't let me do that.
I think he's saying it's been a very interesting day.
That's called life. Now you're starting to realize what it's all about. Been in a bubble. Fantasy bubble.
Nah, just it's not a bubble, bro. It's not. I'm not. I grew up 3 alleys down that was where I called home for quite a few years of my life.
Grew up in an alley.
Yeah, I didn't have a home. I didn't have a mom, dad. No, I didn't have anyone raising me, and I made a living playing cards. I eventually was able to afford a place, but nothing nice.
You didn't have no family, no. Who gave you this false idea of life? This false idea of love?
I met her.
And she
Everything changed.
was she your true love? Was she your first love?
My guiding light.
Well, that's the problem. That's always the first ones are hardest to drink out. You just take another drink because it's gonna take some time.
Well, another round on me, I guess.
Another round brought up. There's another 3 silvers and another 3 constitution saves. And as the next round is being served up, I think Jin will be entering the bar.
Yeah, Jin enters as quietly as possible and tries to see if her contact is here.
Sure enough, standing at the top of a staircase in a very nice suit is the man himself. That's only 1 level of drunkenness there for you, Justin. Your coordination wanes, giving disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution checks.
Does anyone notice Jen come in?
I have no idea.
Think you would.
Can I roll since their passive perception is low now?
Actually, that's true, actually. That is true. If you're trying to sneak past, try and sneak. Everyone's passive perception is currently reduced by 5. With those rolls as well, everyone has the passive perception dropped by 5, and coordination wanes disadvantage.
I would say that Malcolm would have been looking to the door to, because he knows she's supposed to be coming.
Sure, okay. You can give us a perception check.
Let's see here. Where did skills go? There they are.
Looking for that sneak check.
Well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Big oof there.
As Jin comes through the door falls off the handle.
Good. Here's your lesson plan.
Well,
Holly, thank you so much for that resub. You have an advantage to get to a player of your choice. Let us know who. Earlier, one went to Malcolm, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yay! Right. Hi.
what? Isn't it great to see you? You could probably make a less of an entrance if you would like.
Well, she could possibly break the door off.
I think I did. I'll
Jen-
fix it later.
Jen, can we step outside and have a conversation without the peanut gallery? Just real quick.
Peanut gallery. What is?
You
Who
heard
is
me.
that?
I
Who
don't
is
even know. I don't even know.
What's he talking about? Whoever you are, you need to step out of this bar. They need some privacy. Look, I got you. I got you, Malcolm. Get out of here. We're talking about some real personal stuff. I don't see anyone
And-
else here.
Does Jen seem willing to step outside the now fallen door?
Jin is looking at the devil, trying to figure out what he wants and whether or not this is allowed.
Can I tell that she's looking somewhere?
I think once you've all seen Jin, then yes. And the devil will intonate from the top of the stairs. Jin does have an appointment, I'm afraid.
No, you're real hard to get a hold of.
Need to know who to ask.
Well, it's definitely not the old woman at the post office. You should fire her. I'm talking about literal fire. Like, not fire like the business term. We're talking brimstone and all. I will be there for the barbecue if it's necessary.
I I've never met him before, correct?
I don't think so, no.
Because the stranger in the bar was someone else.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. So you're responsible for this, huh?
Well, we can't say he's responsible. Obviously, Jen walked into it willingly.
I told you before, and I'll tell you again, stop making my choices for me.
I didn't say it. I was saying that you made that choice. I was saying that he didn't. I was defending your choice on a bad choice.
Of course, the devil has a drink. In fact, it's a martini. I don't have a martini glass, though. And he just takes a sip.
Yeah, I go upstairs.
Unless I'm stopped, I'm gonna follow.
Okay, wait. I don't think you belong up there, but I definitely have some questions that I need to talk to you about. Try to send a letter. Can you at least make some time for a couple questions?
Yes. Best thing to do is to try and summon the sales department. They'll get you an appointment in no time at all.
Someone in the sales department. Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm some kind of warlock? I don't know how to talk to you people. I don't just know how to talk to bring upon demons of sorts.
Find a crossroad, go at midnight.
I cast Hold Person on Malcolm.
It is, if you wish to try and make a save, it is a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
What is my DC? I have no clue what my DC is.
I feel so much better, thank you.
It's on page 3 where your spells are.
Yeah, it's me. It meets. Dang
Meets
it.
beats. But Malcolm, you can tell that Jin tried to hold you magically.
If you didn't want me in there, you just had to say so.
I did.
No, you just said don't make decisions for you, which again, I'm not doing.
There's about to be a lover's quarrel here. I just need to get some answers. Do you at least have 5 seconds while they dispute this out? I just need to know,
time is very limited.
who's Terrence to you? Is he related to you at all? Oh, now you get quiet. It's
Got
very
real quiet.
convenient. You've been talking all day.
Just pours himself another drink.
But answer me.
Or what?
Well, I don't want to kill an innocent man. I sure do want to kill a Terrence man right now.
I'll tell you this for free. There's no such thing as an innocent man.
Thank you. And looks over at Malcolm. That is exactly what I've been trying to preach to this man for hours.
But
Congratulations, the literal devil agrees with you.
Terrence is about as close as you'll get.
Now you made me feel bad. Well, it's a good thing I didn't send off that deal.
There's a
She
big
just walks away.
right now. There's a big old pit in Jin's stomach right now, and she remembers what she did. Whoops.
So,
Please stay out of this.
that's all you had to say. But if what she said is what you're planning on doing, I don't know how I'm going to handle that.
Don't worry, I can shoot you afterwards if it makes you feel better. We just had a conversation about this not too long ago. You kill both lovebirds, there isn't any pain afterwards. I heard a story
Ma'am.
about it once.
Ma'am, I don't think that's how that works.
Really? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
No.
Hmm.
I know.
Hmm.
And I go upstairs.
Excellent. and we will follow Jin and the devil as they go behind a closed door. Honestly, Jin, we've needed to do this for a long time. The original
Really?
deal was made when you were under a lot of different stresses. You weren't really thinking straight. No wonder you're not happy working for me, you know? Let's see. You're not happy with the current deal, right?
That's correct.
Right? I've tried time and time and again to make you happy. I hope it's not my efforts that are making you unhappy, because honestly, I want you to be happy. Now, you seem to be happy with your family being kept alive, right? Protected.
I was until I saw them last.
He literally turns to his notepad and, like, tears a sheet out, scrunches it up, and just throws it into a waste paper bin. Right? So you're not happy with that either. Sit down.
I do.
What do you want?
I got a couple questions and I'd like them answered.
All right.
One. Why me? What exactly do you want me to do? It's not just hunting souls, is it?
Well, yes and no. I've got bounty hunters. I've got bounty hunters a dime a dozen, but there's something special about you and your friends. You always seem to win. You wouldn't believe the amount of bounty hunters I go through. I go through tons of them, you know? You go and capture this soul from the devil. What are they? They're an electric thing. And then they just get zapped straight away. You come along with your friends and first time, get them with the vessel, capture and bring them back. I knew I was onto a winning team. And then they just get zapped straight away. You come along. I can hear me.
Oh! Well, I keep hearing whisperings about the end of the world. Is that...
Well,
what
yes.
do I have to do with that?
Isn't it obvious?
I'd like to hear it from your mouth.
Look, we all want something, right? For most people, it's revenge, including myself.
Yeah?
The end of days gives me that revenge.
What exactly do I have to do with ending the world?
See, that's the problem with that phrasing, end of days, apocalypse. It's very final, you know? It's just end of days as we know it, you know? With all the dogma and all of the, you know, laws and all of that stuff. Really, it'd just be a bit of a reorganization, you know?
Right, sure.
You kill death. That will create disruption enough on Earth to bring good old Dad down. I can kill Dad, send him to hell like he did me, and then we have a new ruler of the world. Or, well, overlord, overseer, not really ruler. I don't like to be that direct. I'd still let you have free will, it'd just be more unrestricted.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm glad you find it fair. Some people are very, judgmental. Usually the religious types, to be fair.
I mean, gonna be honest, father issues isn't unfamiliar. Anyways, second question. What's your policy on a life for a life?
No, that's no good. No. All that... When people tell you that, you know, life is precious and that you can't put a value on life and all that sort of stuff, it's honestly rubbish. Different people are worth different amounts. For example, you are worth a lot because you can bring me what I need, whereas he waves his hand for a second. Like, he looks around like he's looking around the room for an example, waves his hand, and there's just like a person walking along the streets picking up litter in Sin City, where you just were, Denada. And he's like, this person, though, they're just a litter picker. They're not worth anything to me. You could strike them down right now. Wouldn't make a difference to anyone. They haven't even got a family.
Right. So I noticed on our contracts, Malcolm's life is on the line if I break it, right?
Well, that's why I've tried to work this new contract, alright? I wasn't originally going to set you up to take out Death until you proved how capable you were. So, since I really want that, you take out Death, that will null and void all contracts.
But since the old one's still active, I want a safety net.
Right.
If I fail, I want to swap my life for Malcolm. Malcolm does not die. If I break my contract, it says Malcolm dies, right? So just swap my name for his. I break my contract, I die, he goes scot-free. Said you wanted me happy, right?
Dead isn't happy. Dead is useless.
I didn't say I was planning on dying, I just said I wanted insurance.
I'm gonna give you a thing. We can call it a ring of insurance.
What does that mean?
The wearer cannot die. You can't hold on to this. This is a limited time thing. I'm not supposed to give out these sort of artifacts.
What's the caveat? You don't give things for free.
We're still negotiating, aren't we? You get to use it for as long as Death is alive.
Then what happens after?
Well, I take it back, obviously.
Alright. I don't care what you make me do. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm just not letting him die. And I don't want him on the line for my mistakes.
Right. Now let's review this keeping family alive thing, because you said you weren't happy about that either.
I want to keep Malcolm alive. And if possible, my brothers, I think, might be better parents.
That's already done.
What do you mean?
They're already kept alive, as is your parents.
Not particularly happy about the state they're in.
Look, they've left past their time. Death wants them, okay? So you killing Death will help out, because I'm not doing this to this place. I'm not the one making all the plants die. That's not my style. I just like to enable people to do their own sins, okay? I'm not here punishing people. That's Death, all right? That's Death doing that. Death trying to make them, trying to claim them. That's got nothing to do with me.
I've tried rolling insight. Didn't work. It's an 11.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Fine.
This is the problem with you lot, you know. You always make me out to be the evil one. I'm just an enabler.
Right. Alright, fine. I'll take your ring of insurance.
There you go. So, hang a minute. Before we finalize this, at the moment this contract says that all deals will be cancelled, including the protection life thing. Have you really thought about that though, the protection life thing? Because not being able to die means literally not being able to die, as in
Yeah, everyone keeps bringing that up. I mean it when I say I'll do anything to protect my family.
Yeah, but protect them is one thing, but at the moment you're kind of,
I know.
hurting at least one of them, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Scratch the deal.
You want to get rid of it altogether?
Make it change it. Maybe not my mom and my dad. I don't know what my brothers are doing.
All right, look,
I doubt they're
how
being
about
smart.
we change it to can only die of natural causes,
Define natural.
Well, no acts of God. No one can stab them or shoot them. But if they don't eat enough, that's on them. If they're sick, they die. Unless they get healed, I guess. You know, natural.
So I'm 16 on insight.
Seems pretty genuine. I mean, some might argue that guns and knives are pretty natural. It's natural to die when you get stabbed. But I'll throw that in as a bonus.
Right. Alright. Fine. There's one last thing. And I put the bottle of memories on the table.
You want to remember Malcolm?
I'd appreciate it. I know your customer service department was infinitely helpful when I read the contract. This is connected to my gun, yeah?
Yes, it does.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know if I need that anymore. And I've snapped my fingers and the array of glowing cards sort of snaps around me. That ain't you. What happens if I drink this?
You remember Malcolm, you lose the ability to defend yourself.
What do you mean?
My gifts leave you.
All of them, not just the gun.
All of them, not just the gun. Deal's a deal. But, like I say, kill death. Everything's happy. And he's close by as well. He chased Malcolm all the way here. He's just outside town.
Right. Is there a way I can remember and make a new deal?
We can always make a new deal, especially if I come out on top. You'll have my favor. It's always good when the devil owes you a favor, right?
Always. Right.
Come on, Jin. I'm trying to make you happy. You should be smiling.
I really would like to remember my husband, but I value him too much to say no to you.
I tell you what. And this isn't something I'd normally do for people, alright? I'm only doing this one because I like you, Jin. I'll return your memories on a temporary basis. If you succeed and kill Death, then it'll be permanent. If you don't, you lose him again. Which wouldn't matter anyway, because you'd probably be dead, right? Win-win.
Still keep the powers? Do I still keep my gun?
Temporary, yes.
And fine.
Hang a minute, let me open the safe as well. You might as well take everything while you're here.
Yeah. Getting us all her questions answered.
Alright then, well, if you're happy, sign here.
Right. If I fail, I die. That's that.
Well, not while you're wearing the ring, but ultimately. And
Right.
as Jin goes to sign, let's go back down into the main room. What's happening down here? Jin enters the room. She's gone for at least, that sounds like a half an hour, 40-minute meeting.
I'm gonna perform.
You're gonna perform.
Yep.
I do not have enough alcohol for this.
Let's get some more. She says in Goblin. Like, let's get another round.
I'll go
God.
ahead and use my advantage for that 17 instead.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
I'm mostly joking around, I promise.
I know. And as I play the viol, I do sing a song as well.
Oh, please don't let me be sad.
No.
That's great, it starts with an earthquake. Birds and snakes and airplanes, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself churn. The world serves its own needs, don't misdeserve your own needs. Speed it up a notch, speed it grunt, no strength, the ladder starts to clatter. With a fear of height down height, wire in a fire. Represent the 7 games and a government for hire. And it just goes on and on.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Malcolm.
I do. I like it.
Yeah,
I don't understand what he's singing about. Something about governments and stuff like that. I thought it was going to be some type of romance song.
And
Dang,
once we get around to the chorus, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as I know it, and I feel fine.
I don't think he's fine.
I don't think he's fine either.
Maybe we should give him another drink. You need another drink, Malcolm?
Did you
I'm
both?
not entirely-
Are those con saves you guys drinking as well?
Yeah.
Well, we weren't sure if we were supposed to do it yet, but yes.
Yeah. Well, that's another 2 failures. So each
know.
of you is now at 5 stages of drunkenness.
I'm stopping right now.
Which means you now have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Awesome.
And poor balance, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So basically disadvantage on everything.
Cool. If we're planning to fight before we sleep, I'm just gonna drive myself onto my own stick. Thank you.
Just gonna play dead if that helps.
Might.
Why are you're singing about the end of the world? I thought it was gonna be something romantic. You surprised me, even now, Mr.
Chance?
Is that his last name? Does that mean it's Gin Chance?
I don't know. Just change her name.
Did No, of course not.
I was about to say, I'll defer that to...
Best hyphenated, at best.
Harker Chance?
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, that sounds like a pun. Gin Harker a chance.
So is that the official verdict? Is it hyphened or no? Is it just Harker?
Right now it's just Harker because she don't remember the whole
But
marriage.
no, I mean
I think it
before.
was Jen Chance Harker. You put the married one for Jen Chance Harker. I think that's what
Well,
you said.
there you go.
There we are.
So,
Where?
She kept her name, but she took mine too. Hyphen.
Well, if we want to make him sad, because Ro is really drunk and really, really cruel right now. She'll be like, we should ask him how they met. That'd be funny, right? Open up all those wounds. She's
Good.
saying it leaned in.
You are unspeakably cruel, and I approve. Go for it.
You know, my mama used to tell me I was a monster. She wasn't wrong.
I don't know about a monster.
Please tell us, how did you meet Jen Harker?
Well,
Story time.
so I pull out some cards. I was playing a game. I was playing a game of cards, and I was doing pretty well. And well, Mr. Harker, he came in.
He didn't like you?
He didn't know I existed yet. When he met me, he didn't like me. Now, I don't know why Jen was there with him that day, but she was. And I saw her, she saw me, and well, we slipped out for a little, and
Little
But was it
tweety birds and
love at
hard
true
eyes.
sight? Yeah, love at true sight. Did your eyes meet and you felt like the whole world had been changed?
There was
Yeah,
no one else in
and-
the room.
Yeah.
and then after talking for hours, and we tried to slip her back to her dad, and well, he caught me, and his men tried to teach me a lesson.
Ouch.
Bet you look like quite the bad boy. I bet that earned so many points in her book.
All
I
them
bet that's a
I
memory.
don't think I look like a bad boy. I think I look like a street trash.
But in your mind, right? I bet this is like one of the most wonderful memories that you have with her.
One of many.
Would you like to regale on more? I mean, there may not be much left to talk about.
Well, I got plenty of stories from the. No, I'm not up for sharing them right now.
Oh, but if you don't share, they die with you guys. Don't you want to share the stories so they can pass on from my lips to anyone else's ears? What about you, lady?
What about me?
Wouldn't you like to pass on some wonderful stories about some happy times?
I'm a monk, not a bard. I don't tell other people's stories.
You're not
But I
really
do
working
keep
with
them.
Yeah,
But I
there
do
you
keep
go.
them. And I remember them.
See, there you go. Maybe lady wants to have some stories to think about that aren't so dark and depressing. Why not
Well-
you regale us on some more happy, pleasant memories? Or is it too hard for you?
Right now it is.
That is just depressing. Pony up and tell some more.
Not right
How long-
now, Ro.
How long y'all been married?
Well, it was 2 years, and then 3 years technically, but she was missing for the third year.
Does that count as marriage?
I think so.
I mean, legally speaking, yes. But only legally, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't been with anyone else. I've been spending all my time and energy trying to find her.
That's fair. Well, so I could say that you've been quite the lucky catch for her.
Well, she made me who I am.
Did
She
she?
caught her chance. You
But
keep
maybe-
losing your hat there, Ro.
I know it's because I've had so much to drink already. It just like wants to run off on me.
I guess.
Oh, wouldn't it be best for you to just pick up your stuff and leave?
Not a chance.
No, your chance. I'm saying, wouldn't it be better for you to leave instead of being hurt again? Makes more sense for you to leave.
Look, I'm not worried about whether or not I'm hurt. I'm here to protect her. Look, when I don't know what happened to you. I don't know.
It's none of your business what happened to me.
I'm not
We're
asking.
not talking about me. We're talking about you. We're talking about you and your relationship with Jen.
Well, if you just shut up and listen, you'd hear it.
I hate listening unless it's the type of thing that's gonna appease my interest.
So, anyways, I don't know
Mhm.
what your experience is. Don't really care.
That's
However,
great.
when you actually care about somebody, when someone means something to you, you're there for them. Now, on that plateau, I made notes. Sicker, in health and sickness, richer or poor, I'm going to stand by her until I die.
So do you want me to shoot you when she dies?
I don't think that's what he's saying.
I feel
What
like
I'm-
that is what he's getting at. Because if she dies, he wants probably want to go with her. You want to go with her or not?
He's what I think he's trying to say is he's not ready to give up his attachment yet, and some people aren't, and that's gonna have to be okay because everyone has their motives for what they do, and his is making sure that she survives as long as possible. Isn't that the human thing to do?
Is it?
Malcolm's
That's what
actually.
they tell me anyway. Well, I'll meet the Reaper someday, but we don't have to rush it along unless we have to. I know.
But if
This is mostly Anthony now.
let's think about this. If we need to bring the Reaper here, right? So
Why? Why do we need to bring the Reaper here?
because we're supposed to kill Death. It's what Jen's supposed to kill Death. I almost made a deal, a really stupid deal. Now I look back at it. Thank God for Mavis or Marvis or whoever it was at the Postal Service. It'd been a very. I was enraged. I have a little bit of an anger problem when I don't have alcohol. In...
Really?
Yes.
Couldn't tell.
Couldn't have guessed.
Really?
No, not a bit.
Wow.
I'm not rolling deception.
Rose too drunk to notice or care to look at it inside on it. She's just like, I know.
The
My mama
sarcasm
used to
is
get
bit.
so mad. Yep, Mama used to get so mad at me. She'd say, Ro, some people are born to be house cats, and some people are born to be cougars. And you're a murderer if you keep it up. And, well, here I am. Just never meant to be a house cat.
I don't think that analogy works, but
Don't-
sure.
Don't think my mama had an education, but it made sense to me.
No, fair enough. As long as it made sense to you.
Whatever it is.
So, y'all killing Death.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, we is in the royal we for her. I am not going to kill Death because I have no part in it. I have a new plan.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna be Death.
You're gonna be Death. How you gonna do that?
I'm not quite sure yet, but with enough alcohol, I have a plan. See, if I kill people, my biggest thing against Death being alive or being killed is that things that I kill are not going to come back to life. But if I become Death, then therefore she would have to come after me. And if she can't solve her problem, she's in a paradoxical situation. Therefore, her contract can never be canceled, and it can never be solved. Therefore, the yin yang theory continues.
Contracts are a bitch kitty to figure out.
Aren't they? So that's my idea. So as long as I stay away from her, I keep running from her, and I keep doing what I'm really freaking good at, which is, for whatever reason,
Drinking?
murdering people. You have no idea. I have murdered every single person I've loved. Every single person.
Well, you're
You
doing it
hear
wrong.
the door close upstairs. It would seem the meeting was over.
Shh! Don't tell my secrets. It's my
Secrets are
plan.
safe with me. Don't worry.
When do I get my memories back?
We'll say that he said that the memories will be restored in about 40 minutes' time. That way, Justin can fill you in between weeks, and you don't have to try and download a whole bunch of memories live.
Oh no, we already talked about these, Scrat.
Oh, great. Then yeah, sure, you have your memories.
Oh yeah. Shit. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Whew. First things first, I'm gonna take an extra 10 minutes, just kind of sitting on the stairs. I'm casting Identify on the Ring of Insurance. Since I have that spell.
Yay.
Oh no, it's 1 minute. Sorry, it's 1 minute. So I take a minute and I figure out what this ring actually is.
Well, if you don't want to blow a spell slot, it's 10 minutes.
Nope, it's
Yeah, 'cause-
it's my magic initiate feat. So it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I've been waiting since day one to use this spell.
It's always the best moments that it comes out.
So, this isn't your standard magic item ring. The information you get back is quite disturbing. This ring has been imbued with souls. It has 10 souls trapped within it. And if your HP drops to 0, one of those souls is killed forever, and you regain all your hit points.
Okay, does it matter if I attune to it or anyone else?
It does require attunement.
Does it if I don't? Is it specifically to me, or can someone else take it?
Requires attunement. Doesn't say who.
Cool. I'll give that to someone else. Anyways, after that, I'm going to go downstairs and say hi to Malcolm with a definitely different recognition, just complete recognition on my face now. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm putting on the ring. I'm putting my wedding ring back on.
It looks like it went well upstairs.
Welcome to the academy.
Say it went real well.
Proceeds.
A little too
Malcolm
well.
faints.
Ah!
You murdered him! I told you were gonna murder him! You look into it too deeply, now he's dead.
Wow.
Malcolm's
on.
also slightly drunk. I think if you faint, I'd like you to go through a table and upend it, if that's okay. That would be... That seems genius to me.
Yeah, he takes like a step and a half. Like he takes a step and a half just to like, because down the stairs, and then like he notices it because it's something that he's distinctly noticed missing, every time he's seen, and now it's there, and he's just overwhelmed from thinking about when they first met, the meeting earlier, the alcohol and all that, and yeah, table.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You murdered him. It was your fault. I told you were gonna murder him if you dug too deep.
No, I think this is just him being the lovesick puppy he is. Alright, come on. Flip onto his back and pop a good spare dying on that bad boy.
I mean, he's not taking any damage. He's just,
Okay. Just wondering.
I want to know what kind of alleyway this boy was raised up in, because I think it was made out of cotton candy and lollipops.
Nice little fairy lights around it.
He's
He has way too much fantasy in his life. He just passed out over romance.
he's got a good heart.
Yeah, right there, Miss Harker.
Happy.
Happy, but you also know the devil
Looks like we got a
did
new
tell you that
friend.
death is outside town.
Oh yeah, but she's enjoying this while she can.
Death comes out. Old Scratch comes out of the office for a second and just leans on the banister, and a girl who has no name. A voice appears in your head. I'd like to call in that favor. Help her.
Let's hear it. That's it.
That's it.
All right. Consider it done.
Turns and
So,
goes back into his room.
You know him?
We've
That,
met.
by the way, that was 100% telepathy. Didn't mention it. It's
Never mind.
So I just like look up at it, kind of nod back to the conversation.
Alright, well,
You can take him back to your house.
it might be faster to go back to my house. I think our house is a bit of a distance out of town.
Malcolm's, waking up at this point. And slowly kind of gets up. Oh,
Morning,
excuse
hon.
me.
Okay, take a water bottle, like those little water jugs across the bar, and just dumps it on Malcolm. You awake yet?
I'm talking.
I know. I was just joking. I knew you were awake.
Prestidigitation the water away.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it. So, you're wearing the ring.
Yeah, I married you, didn't I?
So you remember.
Every last moment.
Is this a new deal, or did you drink the memory?
Don't be stupid. You know it's a new deal. Stop acting like that.
I mean, if you were gonna die,
A better one.
I hope so.
I'm gonna kiss him real hard!
Aww.
Aww!
Malcolm reciprocates.
Oh.
We have
Bro,
smooched down.
really. Just like,
Oh, smooches.
Champagne
Right.
bottles pop. Ships are launched.
In the middle of this tavern, apparently.
Yep. Just at that moment, the goblin was holding a champagne bottle and it just went off in his hands. I'm sorry, this never happens, I swear.
sure it doesn't.
uh-huh.
Down,
I'm
Rocketin,
sure both of
fly.
our hands are knocked off. It's a mess. It's fine.
So,
Right.
anyways, hi, Jen.
Ah. Missed that. Alright. Cool. I got to get the other half of the deal done now. So, right. You might want this. And I give Malcolm the ring of infinite power. Just take a moment with that. Take a moment with it. I already checked it out.
All right, and he's already wearing the ring here, so he'll put it here.
Right. Also, I might need to borrow your deck of cards.
Well, I already have.
Give
Well,
me one. Well,
you
you know
know-
what I... Yeah.
Mhm.
I me another
Hey,
one. I
he-
lost mine.
He pulls out a very special deck of cards and gives it to you.
I know these cards. They're the ones with all the nice things written on them.
Yep.
Every single card has a comp. We have there. I'm pretty sure it was either I gave one to you or we had two decks, and one was every single card had something that I loved about or Jin loved about Malcolm on one, and then the other deck was every single card had something Malcolm loved about Jin on it. And so we use those cards when we fight.
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Right, Rose. Like, I can't handle this anymore. She moves away from the. She's like, you're making me sick. Do I have to roll like a balance or anything to get out of this tavern?
No, you're not that bad yet. You can still walk.
Oh yeah, she's leaving. She's like, this is awkward.
I think there's a definite sway at 5 levels of drunkenness, but you can still walk. Yeah.
So I ain't about to watch this. This is just too much for me. Whenever your little whatever crashes to whatever it is, just don't call an old death road to say I told you so, because I'll be across the world telling you I told you so. She gets the thing, almost stumbles on the door that was broken off by a Jin, kicks it off the side.
Well, you do you, and we'll do us.
I want to hear what you're doing later.
Praise it, hon. Praise it.
Oh, that was intentional.
Oh, great.
Jin hides her face in her hat, which is the first time she's ever been just a little blushy about that.
They just gotta pull her hood down a little.
Right,
So,
anyway.
What do we gotta do?
I've got one last job of mine.
Yeah,
last
what
thing I
do
have.
we have to do?
You're into this.
Look, I've told you before. I've told you a million times. You now know that I've told you this a million times. I might not agree with everything, every idea that you have, but I will stand by you regardless of whatever ideas you have.
Alright, okay, hon. Does sound a little out of the blue, but we're gonna kickstart the apocalypse. Sort of.
All right, so we're kickstarting the apocalypse. And how are we going about doing that?
Well, that funny fellow who was chasing you has got to go. And it's gonna be by me, so we're doing that.
So we're killing death.
We're gonna try.
And consequences be damned.
Again, consequences the apocalypse. But
Yeah.
I'm in slightly good standing, so I think I'll be fine. We'll figure that
We always
know.
do.
Well, I got a job to do that includes helping you. So let's do this.
out. Right. You know,
After
at
we
this
sleep.
point, I should just assume. Can we sleep?
I'd rather. Or take a rest at least.
I'm gonna peek outside the door and see how far death has come down the road.
Death is waiting outside town. He's not allowed to enter.
We
But as we exit town, oh hell, the music. I missed my music cue, damn it.
Damn it.
I think there was a question of whether or not we were going to take a long rest before.
Yeah, are we taking a sleep?
With all them constitution misses, I'd kind of like to take a nap.
We might
Long
need
one.
some because some of you aren't really combat ready at the moment. Yeah, give us some. Why don't we? Well, yeah, you can take a long rest. There's places at the inn. Yeah, there's places at the inn where you can take a rest. Wake up bright and early the next morning.
haven't slept this well in a while.
So, should we, do we want to skip over that evening, or?
Yeah, but you didn't answer my question.
Yeah,
I see it.
Right over that one, please.
I you said we wake up in the morning, so I was just skipping to it.
Right over that one.
Shall we just say that Malcolm looks a little bit red-faced?
Jin's about to slide under the table.
No, Jin's fine. Jin's fine. This is the player. Just. Oh, I have to figure out things on my character sheet. It's fine. Yeah, we're very happy this morning.
Yay.
Very happy.
So did I get to see Death when I first stumbled out of the bar? Chilling out there, just staring awkwardly.
Nothing awkward about Death. No, Death,
You like staring in a village, not coming in, or town. A little awkward.
Death stands on an open field. As you look towards him, it's weird. It's like your perception of time and space changes so you can see him. Just a hollow skull with two lights glaring inside. And as you look at him, it seems he's very much looking back at you, and his scythe just points towards you.
She points her gun back at him, be like, "Me, bro."
Can I do anything from this distance? I don't think I'm allowed to.
You know,
Sounds real big.
allowed to.
Sounds really big.
Boss fight? Boss fight.
Can you make me a DC
Five.
16 Wisdom saving throw, please?
Here we go. It's like my worst one. I have no wisdom.
Oh, NPC character sheets aren't working at the minute. Probably a roll 20 bug. I could probably fix it. You see, this is a horrifying visage. And you are now. You will take the frightened condition. Yeah.
She was gonna go to bed anyways, but now she's not gonna be able to sleep. Great. Can I sleep still? Haven't really used anything today, so it's scary enough not to sleep.
We can say you have nightmares if you like.
She's already has nightmares every time she goes to bed. I tell you what, she puts her head down.
Worst nightmares.
She wakes up every 3. What?
Worst nightmares. You're
Worst
married.
nightmares? Worst maximal nightmares? Oh, we're not sharing those. We're not sharing those.
No, you're married.
Huh?
You're married in your dreams.
Oh no, it is true though. It is true. It's a happy little marriage. It's a happy little marriage. She looks so happy.
Yeah, you don't do anything except for bake cherry pie and look after
Oh
kids,
god.
of which you have 6.
Oh my god, it's nightmares. She wakes up and
This reminds me of Dragon Ball Z, where like Frieza's in hell and it's like fairies and teddy bears dancing around.
that's exactly. She's terrible fear of this. Is there someone there with her?
Yeah,
Oh no. Is it my worst fear?
Terrence.
No, she wakes up and she's like freaked out completely. Completely by this. Not. Looks around. Is anyone there?
I mean, I don't know. Would you have been sharing a room with a girl as no name?
No.
I have a suspicion that Malcolm and Jin would have their own room.
Yeah, their own.
I don't know.
100%.
Y'all have fun over there.
Bro is like tucked away in some alleyway of some sorts. She has a fear of rooms. Because rooms are small boxes, small death boxes. She doesn't want to share rooms with anyone. This is what makes her. She shares a house now with and all this other stuff, and it just wakes her up constantly.
Yeah.
It turns out it's Malcolm's alley.
That's why she's having these type of fish not sure.
There's something about that salad. It's like candy floss in your brain.
This will carry on through the night. Why don't we move across to the morning when we're all waking up? We've got enough time, I think, to get into combat, but we may need to, like, we won't be able to complete combat. So if we're all okay starting combat, we can begin. I do have a way out for A Girl Has No Name. I might have to apologize for it afterwards.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm okay starting this, and I accept what's necessary. How's that?
Sure. Okay, so it comes to the morning. Jin, Malcolm, what's the plan?
Oh, well, I haven't slept that well in a long time, but I gotta tell you, what was going on about planning on placing Beth?
Sorry, what was it?
Ro was going on and on about how she's going to replace Death somehow.
Yeah, we don't listen to her when she's drunk. Which is always, we don't listen
No,
to
I've summed her up. I know that, she's nothing but hot air and alcohol, but
it's a lot more
She was-
alcohol.
she wasn't drunk when she started talking about that. The drinking came after.
Well, surprise of all surprises. We're not trying to do that.
No, I didn't think you were. She told me not to tell you.
Well, thank you, hon. I appreciate it. We're just right now. My goal is kill Death.
Kill Death? That's what I'm on board with.
The apocalypse starts, and then we figure it out from there.
Yeah, that's what I'm on board with. I'm telling you what I heard from Ro, so that if there's any wrenches that wind up in the plan, we're ready for them.
Well, I appreciate it. I
So-
appreciate
I appreciate you too. Now, how are we gonna do this?
Give it our best shot. You know I don't plan.
Yeah, and it's worked out more or less pretty well, but this is Death we're talking about. Now, if you want to go in half-cocked and just charge, I'll be right there next to you. But do we want to maybe come up with something?
You got any ideas? 'Cause I don't.
Well,
Because I don't actually know what spells Jen got after she got back her memories. The character sheet might have changed a little. It's fine.
I mean, it's death. I mean, I imagine it's dangerous. Imagine it would be pretty hard to kill itself. I don't even know if we can hurt the thing. At least not with our abilities. I mean,
I got a couple things that might disrupt an undead. I'll be fine. And you got that ring of yours. Or that new ring.
Yeah. What does this do?
Call it a ring of insurance. You ain't gonna die anytime soon. It's really my priority.
Fair enough.
Let's just get on with it. I really
all right,
don't.
then.
Hunt, I really don't want to wait. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
There is no plan. Jin doesn't plan. Jin doesn't know what she's doing. Jin's just gonna walk right up.
Sure. You'll walk up.
Anyone anyone has any better ideas, Jin is just gonna charge right. Oh, Jin's gonna first cast Mage Armor and charge right in.
I also cast Mage Armor.
Do
But
they match? Are they matching?
Oh no!
That couple. They're that
Rose-
couple.
Bro's gonna turn the corner and see this. Already, like, had the nightmare that she's already had. She'll be like, oh gosh, it just continues. It just continues to haunt me.
God, it feels good. It feels good.
hey,
Well, y'all won't be able to see me, but I'll be there with you. And I pull up the hood of my cloak.
You're gonna kill Death? You really gonna go through with this?
And like that, she was gone.
Just gone. Disappears.
well, Bro, you ready to take on Death?
Oh no, I ain't taking on Death. You don't know this, but he is a trifling creature, okay? I made eye contact with him last night, and I have been up since.
Why don't you make me another 3 wisdom saves, Ro?
Oh, Jesus.
So what I'm hearing is the fearless Row, the
It
fearless
just got better.
Death Row, is scared.
After that first dream, you sort of snap out of it, and you got a decent sleep for the rest of the night.
Okay. Look,
I thought you were fearless.
everyone has something they're terrified of, okay?
Oh, that's not what you were spouting off earlier.
Everyone's got something. For
Wow, so you're full of
example,
fear.
I've always been full of something. I ain't about to rush into death without no contract of any sort. Why would I want to kill Death for nothing? And I haven't been able to get close enough to him to make any agreements.
Is Jin
You want
already
us-
running forward?
Jin's waiting with the rest of the party.
Okay.
Do you want to rush in there and go against a man that makes eye contact with you and can shake you just that easily? I had dreams of marriage last night. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Don't knock it till you try it.
No, I did last night in my dreams, and it was not great.
Yeah, you and Terrence had matching outfits as well, Ro.
Oh no! It was terrible.
Ours aren't exactly matching, but they look the same. I think they probably have different card decals on the front.
Sure.
Mhm.
I'm so happy about this, you guys. Y'all, I'm so happy.
I'm just saying. I have to have some type of honey in the pot for me to want to go against something like that. And so far, I haven't had anything. I mean, what is this gonna do for me? And this is all well and good that you want to protect your family or do whatever you want to do. But I ain't about to relive that for ain't no one without something. Got anything? Any words?
Well, little birdie told me you wanted to replace Death. That's still a thing.
It is very much a thing. This is why you don't trust couples with secrets. She glances at Malcolm.
Well, you know, anything I know, she knows.
So sorry, y'all. I have to.
So, what are you saying? We kill Death and I become Death?
Does anyone have any other better ideas than just walking in? Because that's currently my plan.
That's not a good plan. I just told you I made eye contact with him and he sent me away. The last thing we need to do is be rushing in there.
Now, I think we need to distract him.
You are not being a distraction, hun. We're not doing that.
I never said that I needed to be the distraction.
All right, then I'm on board.
So, obviously, it would be dangerous if any one of us were to be in the line of sight of death. But, if we do a little Tennessee hustle, we have death look left and we go right, maybe we stand a chance.
Yeah, no, I'm going. Bye.
Well, guess we got our distraction.
Oh, Lord. I had an idea, Jen.
All right. Yes.
Right? If Death is getting hit by something that he can't see, what he can't see, he can't frighten. He looks over in my direction, you see where he's going. You come in the other direction.
All right. Then I'll leave it up to you.
All right?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
There we go.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Got it.
Go.
Everyone roll initiative for me.
My character sheet is not ready.
Good Lord.
God damn, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, God. Oh,
Wow!
Not good. Not good. This is not good. Ro trusted you guys. Ro trusted all of you guys.
What?
And this is what she gets. This is what she gets.
It's almost like Death has control over those bones. Well,
He was like, come on, Ro, rush on in. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
The way I see this is you're riding Terrence's horse, and we're riding normal horses. So like, we get close to death, and our horses just drop dead. And that's why we take forever. That's my headcanon.
okay. Ro, you have the initiative.
I do also get first shot when initiative roll comes. Because of my gunslinger perk. Second initiative rolls, I get first shot. I get a standard action.
Okay.
Oh God! Oh dear good God. Dear good death. Just take it easily. It's not coming.
I'm afraid a 13 will not beat Death's armor class. However, it is your turn. A 19 hits.
Excellent.
Thank God. Okay, so that's first shot. So then I get it's boiled back to my actual standard turn.
Mm-hmm.
I get
first,
Kim.
yeah.
So then
20 hits. So does a 19. 3 shots.
my God.
Roll me 3 lots of damage.
Ta-ta.
And this is piercing damage, right?
Yes.
As your bullets rip through Death, you see a couple of his clothes shred and some bits of bone chip away. But where you've shot skeletons before and whole bones rip away, that doesn't happen with him.
Son of a... She's gonna look back, but she's like, where the hell are you guys?
And shall we say that the girl who has no name moved around before we started rolling initiative, with the invisibility?
I'm gonna say that's probably the most sensible thing to do, yeah.
Well, I'm afraid Death has true sight.
Okay.
And his head immediately snaps around to you.
Okay.
It's a real shame that, the stuff isn't working, because
I know.
I'd love to click on DefScythe so you see DefScythe come up in chat. But alas, I cannot.
Terrify us. Okay, I see that.
Yeah, I try, you know. So
Yeah.
instead I'll just roll it naturally as he strides towards you and takes a swing.
Towards me.
Towards you. Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
Okay, so first of all, you're going to take some slashing damage because it is a scythe, first and foremost. That's not that's not how you roll. Please, wow. Take 9 slashing damage. And then I would like you to make a DC 16 saving throw.
Sorry, I'm mathing. Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Got it. Nope.
Strat, that face is concerning.
Well, I posted it in chat. Can you all see?
Yup.
Can I just say, whenever like he went like this, my dog went squeak,
Oh.
squeak on the squeak toy randomly.
Oh, no! Oh,
Yep.
heck! Oh,
In-
heck!
The interest of things, before you die, I'd like to give you an action. I'd like you to take an action. Like a turn.
Okay.
Like, so you can have like a crossed sword sort of moment. I don't want to sort of wipe you out.
Appreciated. Then yeah, I'll make an attack.
Sure thing.
Sorry, still figuring out roll 20.
Yep, it's all good. Today is possibly the worst day to figure out Roll20 as well.
Seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, and because of my level, I get 2 strikes with a attack roll.
Sure, you have an
Or
advantage. Do you
attack
want to burn it?
Yes. I have an advantage? Who gave me an advantage?
Yeah. We started one.
Oh, cool. Then yes, I'd like to use that.
Cool.
Still doesn't
17
hit, doesn't it?
also won't hit, I'm afraid.
Didn't think so. But at 5th level, I get extra attack.
You do?
Yes. So I'm gonna make another attack.
That hits.
Hallelujah. Okay.
So click on the
Unders-
name.
Hmm?
In the chat, click on the name of the ability.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's working right, because it should add more than that. So that should be 11 damage with the extra thing, because it's a staff of striking.
Okay, and I also want to use an extra. I want to use 3 of the 10 charges. And I don't know
Sure
how to
thing.
do that with this. Because if I've only got 1 shot, I'm going to take as much as I can get.
Yeah, definitely. If you've got the ability right on the thing. If you can click that in chat for us, so we can just see it and remind ourselves.
The staff of striking, yeah.
There we go. 3 of his charges. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, roll us a 3d6.
How do I do that?
So there's a dice roller on the left, or you can just type. I'll put it in the Zoom chat.
Thank you.
3d6, just like that. /r 3d6.
Rolling the dice. 14.
14. So yeah, that is significant damage, and that's force damage as well, which actually is fairly significant.
Words. I would also like to spend a keys point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
By all means.
Thank you.
I'm also mathing now. That one won't hit, I'm afraid. Neither of those unarmed strikes will hit.
Alright, well, I had to make a go at it.
You did. You made an awesome go at it, to be fair. You had an awesome go at it. So 18. In fact, Def looks damaged. As that staff strikes, you see parts of his ribcage blast away. But then he swings his scythe through, and for a moment, the girl with no name doesn't seem to notice any effect. They carry on striking and hitting. It's not until they sort of stop to see how well things have happened that...
Thunk.
Ah, hell.
And that's where I'd like to leave this week's session.
Oh boy! So excited.
Ro just
Oh.
glances back for a brief second. This is not good.
Yeah. Well, everyone, let's go round, talk about who we are, what we enjoyed most, and where we can find each other online. They'll go the other way around and start with Mackenzie this time.
Hi. All right. Oh boy, that was a session. Hi. I'm Mackenzie. You can also call me Mac. You can find me over at Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I do a lot of streaming now. I'm here. Well, next week is the finale of Riders on the Storm, so one more week here, every Thursday at 7 p.m. EST. You can also find me over on the Greyhawk channel every Friday at 5 p.m. EST for the Old Faith. And for 2 more weeks, you can find me over at Encounter Roleplay every Tuesday at 2 p.m. EST for the show IDM, Keepers of the Lost, which is super exciting. It's going to be the end of the campaign, my first stream campaign as DM, which is woo. I'm also over on WebDM for the Blaze in the Dark campaign every Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. And I just announced on Twitter that my next D&D module is going to be coming out by the end of the month. It's a more emotional, personal one that sort of chronicles my journey with my own mental health. It's a thing that's happening. I'm excited and nervous about it. You can check it out. I'm posting a lot about it on Twitter. Favorite moment? Oh God, getting to be married. Oh, it's so much fun. I love cute, annoying couple. It's great. Yes.
Welcome to my real life.
I'm quietly jealous over here. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next round, let's go down to the extremely happy to be around these married people. Varna, 1895. Tiana, oh hi.
Hi! Right, so like I said, I'm over on Quest and Chaos. I am on the Chaos Agent stream that is Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Daylight Time, rather, I suppose it is right now. We're currently almost 40 episodes in and having a grand time. I also am currently in my second episode of Ever DMing. I'm running the Stranger Things module that Wizards of the Coast put out. The second half of that will be tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That'll be twitch.tv/questsandchaos. And we do a bunch of stuff over on YouTube. I play Call of Cthulhu and all that sort of fun stuff. Come check us out. We have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. There's a lot of dick jokes. What can you do?
Hashtag D&D. Next round we have Mage Hand Press Justin.
Oh, hi. I'm Justin. I'm the community director of Mage Hand Press. And yeah, I have fun playing supplements, especially when, you know, it's something we wrote. I have, a little bit of a bias. Just a little bit. But anyways, I had a whole lot of fun playing Malcolm. Been a whole lot of fun, like, planning and coming up with, like, what their life before the campaign started was like. And yeah, so that's me. I'm a little all like, woo right now.
Teehee, thank you so much.
Teehee, indeed.
Last but most certainly not least, we have Milady Saito.
Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and when I'm not here on Thursdays, which is only going to be one more Thursday, which is such a heartbreak, super heartbreak, but I actually play video games and things like that on my own stream where I'm a captain of the Insanity, which is my ship. I play everything from Dead by Daylight to just anything that appeases me, and I like to play with viewers as well. I'm actually going to be starting my own campaign on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. It is going to be fairy tale based. It's going to be extremely fluffy mixed with extreme true facts to fairy tales, so it is going to be very fun. I can't wait.
Eat whatever they offer you.
Oh no, I can't wait. I can't wait to torture all my people to be like, an older woman passes you an apple, completely shuts down that apple. Congratulations, you just walked into Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for having me here. I had a great time.
Oh, thank
Hi,
you.
WebDM.
Yeah, hi WebDM. Thank you for the raid. We're literally just wrapping up, but we'll be back in half an hour. Because in half an hour's time, we playing Fading Footsteps, Sage of Phelia's campaign viewer game, penultimate episode. There's a whole lot. Yeah, Holly's laughing in chat because, you know, she's evil. Please check out all of the closing links that are being currently spammed in chat by our bot, including social information, places you can find us, contact us, get involved with the community, places you can support us, buy our merch and all of that good stuff, and also all the places that you can find information about our sponsors, Mage Hand Press, who wrote this expansion. If you like this expansion, go and check it out, and also Bird in the Storm Publishing, who often do streams for charities and other things like that, so check them out too. Also, some links, 10 to 15% discount. Go and check them out. And that's all she wrote. We'll be back in half an hour with Fading Footsteps. And next week, we'll be back with more Riders on the Storm, the final showdown. The final showdown, you know, Jin, Ro, and Malcolm, and all sorts versus Death. And
That's right. I'll be back next episode.
yeah, Justin.
More marriage.
Yeah.
Have fun, y'all. I'm laying on the ground unconscious.
Yeah,
Rose-
unconscious for now. We'll leave your body there, though. I need that.
Is it bad as it sounds? Like if she gets become death, then she never has to worry about marriage.
I mean, depends on which mythology you're rolling with.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Marry Persephone!
Okay. Well, everyone, we're going to go on a raid. I don't know if we saw any raid cries yet, but we'll just go with the classic one if no one's got anything better. Yeah, we're going to go. Let's go find someone to raid.
Why is the read cry broken?
It's broken because my bot has run out of subscription. That was an answer to a question. That's not me begging for someone to gift my bot a sub, okay? Like, okay, so WebDM just raided us, so best not to raid them. But these people look like they're live. These nomads. Yeah, no, we know those people. Let's go over there. We're gonna go and raid the Greyhawk channel. That's who we're gonna raid. So we're gonna go over there. We'll see you all over there. Keep on invoking emotions, everyone. We'll be back very soon. Bye.